Oh, hello, Leroy.
Hello.
How was Cleveland?
It was, and coming from me, this means something. It felt like Middle Earth.
Woof.
It was rainy and cold. Uh, Not too cold to play football.
The sky looked like I saw some of the
It just
pictures.
looked
The
right.
sky looked gloomy.
It was just the whole time. But here's the funny thing: is that picture I took with Bernie was before the rain, and then we went back out after the rain, and the sun came out for a second. But can I just say this? You're not helping Mike McDaniel when you come out with gloves on.
Man,
I'm like, you are not helping.
he just
I'm like
overcorrects.
he looked
overcorrects.
so cold.
Because you want to know why? Because he was freezing in the game in Green Bay, and then he's like, I probably didn't wear enough. And now he goes into a game in Cleveland, and he overprepared.
Right. But it was rainy. I was amazed at some of the passes these quarterbacks were making, because I'm like, man, they give that crew changing them footballs some credit, because holy smokes. And I did not realize there is almost absolutely nobody who has fields with real grass. That's not real grass.
Really?
No, it's not.
Not everybody can buy a grass farm like Stephen Ross.
And most places use that grass that you see.
Mm-hmm.
And you ever wonder, how the hell is that grass so green and all that rain with no divots or nothing? It's not real grass.
How about that? Well, it looks decent.
But
it looks decent.
Other than that,
were you hobnobbing?
Yeah. I said hi to Dan and to Nat Moore. There's everybody over there, and then went talked to my people, that I knew, and then
did they ask about me?
He keeps asking me that.
Did you did you see Jay Crawford?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
And
Rifty,
just realized, believe it or not, that me and Bernie's daughters have the same name.
Really?
Yeah.
Snitchy mouse, huh?
Oh,
okay.
And
what I thought. I was like, Bernie's daughter's name is Leroy?
I'm going to tell you this story. And one of the reasons why I didn't come to the station, because I think I would have just walked over and punched Tobin in the face. Why? And here's why. I get off the plane. Guy comes up to me. Him and his crew went to the game. They're talking to me. And he goes, man, I was mad that Tua didn't play. Why you couldn't just get one of them little Novocaine shots or something? I'm like, hey, I said, hey, you do realize you won. He goes, that's not the point. Tua didn't play. This was a big game, a must win. And I said, he's injured. And we went back and forth, right? With just pick your list of topics that you would do. He was doing, I'm like, are you bleeping kidding me?
A lot of people were upset by it. Look, obviously he wanted to play. I mean, everybody said that. Like, it's probably the only reason that it was doubtful instead of just ruled out was because he was fighting to play. That's probably the only reason that it was like that. But I think everybody's just like, man, again, he's not gonna be there at the end of the season.
Right.
Like, it's just I think it's a fan frustration. I mean, certainly there are the bastards who are gonna call him soft. Right. But it's just one of those, like, I can't believe we're here again. And
I tell you this all the time, man. Be careful with injuries, right? Like a player is never going to really say he's out. He's going to wait for the team to tell him he's out, because that looks soft. You understand? And so the fact that the medical staff and the coaches said, no, we're not, you're out, right? And he could say and save face and say, it wasn't me, I wanted to play. And that's fine. But that's just kind of a charade of playing the game so people don't come to the conclusion. But if you can't play, you can't play. And so it's unfortunate that like people feel that way. But man, like, I mean, even with Tua being, playing the last few weeks, he been getting folded up a little bit.
Oh, dude, we said in that game against Houston, we're like, I can't believe that he got out of that game.
Right.
Clearly he didn't. He just gutted it out the next week.
Right. And so, like, be careful with that. I was like, by the way, I was in a suite with all Cleveland people.
Yeah.
And I may or may not have yelled, "You gotta bleeping kidding me," when it was 4th down.
Oh my God.
And 1, and then it was Browns ball and 6.
Dude, first of all, this is the two things we talked about mostly when you were gone. It was not Tua, actually. We talked about Mike McDaniel's the worst challenger of all time.
Agreed. Like who usually, let me say this. Usually you have a guy that, because they watch the replay in the booth, and Mike McDaniel might not be able to see the replay. So they're usually, you see when they wait, they're waiting, they're listening for the guys in the booth who are watching the replay.
I don't think he does that.
I don't think he does that. I think he just eyeballs it.
Me too.
You see how
he's really bad at it.
Do you see how thick those glasses are?
Dude,
like, you missed some stuff, dude.
I really thought, watching it, Leroy, I swear to God, I'm like, my first initial reaction was, oh, I think Snoop got that. And then I see that damn red flag come out. I'm like, nope. Because as soon as Mike McDaniel challenges it, I know I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Because he's never right.
Right.
And I don't know who their video guy is, but he doesn't listen to him.
I don't know. I don't know that dynamic.
He's almost like Dumb and Dumber, where he's like,
he maybe needs to go to the coach of the Canes and get a replay guy. Right? He got a timeout. He got a time management guy. He need a replay guy.
Dude, it's crazy. And then,
like,
I knew you had to give middle fingers as soon as they tossed it. I'm like, oh my God.
What? And
the legitimate one good thing about not having Tua in a game is you can QB sneak it. You can sneak it, baby.
Right.
You could put Snoop.
Every team in the NFL has some version of, I'm gonna tell you what the play is called. Wedge. It's called wedge. In fact, when you see Philly do it, the damn right and left tackles look like they're getting ready to rush the passer. Right? And you just push. Tell the quarterback, get low and wedge it and wiggle in there.
Nah.
No.
Let's toss it 6 yards back and see if Achane can bring it to the house.
Oh, dude, everything else I could live with. I understood the circumstances of the game. So everything else I could live with. That right there, I lost my mind.
Is it? And did he punish Achane after that? Because I felt like Achane got less carries after that. He's like, you made me look like an idiot. Achane.
I'm telling you, the reaction on his face was like, he would seem like he was like someone did something.
Was Achane supposed to throw it?
I just don't get it. Like, was he not supposed to bounce out? It was a dumb play call, dude. How about that?
Here's the coaches do this a lot. Sometimes they'll run a play and see a hole during the play and get irritated as why the running back didn't take that hole. And what I would say is running backs may see something different than you see on film or from the sidelines. And the way you avoid that is you run it downhill. I like
Mike McDaniel likes the scenic route.
He going scenic route 4th and 1. Hey, if he was going to do that, I would have rather him run some flippity do throw the ball down the field, right?
I mean,
reverse flip with Like, holy
Mike
smokes.
McDaniel on fourth down takes A1A.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's like, oh,
All the way to New York.
this is lovely.
All the way to New York.
Oh man,
So other than that, man, just be happy with the win. Like, and
Still alive.
still alive.
That's it.
I'm trying to guilt the Chiefs into playing their guys. They owe the Dolphins.
You're making a terrible assumption.
Am I?
Yeah, you're making the assumption if their guys don't play that the Chiefs have no chance. And what I would say is, when you play on a team like that, when you finally get your moment to shine, it may be worse. Right? Like, at the end of games, wait. At the end of games for college, when they throw the other guys in and sit the guys down, and them guys crush the other team too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it happens. I'm not
Carson
saying. Look, now let's be clear. They're not as good as the other guys. Okay. That being said, you think Carson Wentz won to show he can still play? Right?
Great.
I'm just saying, like, don't just.
I think DTR wanted to show that he could shine yesterday too, and then Calais Campbell was in his face.
Dude, can I just say something? I was walking on the field, and I walked by 3 individuals. I said hi to one. I said hi to Myles Garrett. And I just looked at him and stared.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
He's too strong.
Then I walked by. Don't underestimate the size of Zach Sealer.
Oh, monster.
Jeez. And he is baby brother to Calais Campbell.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
all 3 of them chewing glass.
Right? But the thing is the other 2 guys are just big, right? Myles Garrett got them muscles sitting on top of muscles.
Well, we'll talk more about this, but I marvel at him. It's crazy. We'll take a break. Back after this.